Title card. Partnership over perfection. Building what lasts, scene start. Speaker, warm, conversational, speaking directly to the camera or audience. Have you ever scrolled through a picture-perfect couple's feed and thought, how do they do that? The coordinated outfits, the spotless kitchen, the surprise luxury vacations. It looks effortless. Perfect. Pause, slight smile. And if we're honest, maybe we've tried to curate a little of that ourselves. We present the polished version. We hide the argument we had in the car on the way to the party. We stage the photo around the pile of laundry. We strive for this ideal, this finish line of being the perfect couple. But what if that finish line is a mirage? What if, in chasing perfection, we're actually running away from the very thing that makes a relationship profound, resilient, and real? Today, I want to suggest a simple but radical shift from the exhausting pursuit of perfection to the courageous commitment to partnership. Visual words appear on screen. Perfection versus partnership. Speaker. Perfection is a static image. It's a destination. It says, we have arrived. Look, no flaws, but a living, breathing relationship can't be static. It's always moving, growing, changing. Partnership, on the other hand, es un destination. It's the boat you build together for the journey. It's not about how shiny it looks in the harbor, but how well it handles the storms, the doldrums, and the open sea. Let me break down the difference. Perfection says, we should never fight. Partnership says, our conflicts are information. Let's learn how to repair respectfully. Perfection says, you should just know what I need. Partnership says, I might not always know, so I will listen, and I will bravely ask for what I need. Perfection focuses on the flawless performance, the right look, keeping score. Partnership focuses on the shared intention, the team effort, having each other's back. Speaker leans in, more intimate tone. The most beautiful thing about choosing partnership, it makes room for humanity. For the messy, ugly cry nights, for the I'm sorry, I was stressed moments, for the burnt toast and the forgotten anniversaries and the sick days. Perfection shames those moments. Partnership says, this too is part of our story. How do we face it together? So, how do we practice this? First, redefine win. A win isn't a conflict-free week. A win is when you're about upset, but you still choose to say, help me understand, instead of you're wrong. Second, embrace the end. He is loving and sometimes inconsiderate. She is supportive and needs time alone. We can be deeply happy and have really hard days. Partnership holds these truths at once, without canceling each other out. Third, build the rituals of repair. Have a silly code word to diffuse tension. Know how to give space and how to reconnect. Say thank you for the mundane things. These are the nails and glue of your boat. Final, uplifting tone. The world doesn't need more perfect, Instagram-ready relationships. It needs more real ones. More examples of people choosing each other, not an ideal. Choosing patience over polish. Choosing collaboration over criticism. Don't build a museum exhibit of perfection. Build a workshop of partnership. It will be messy, with tools lying around and half-finished projects. But it will be alive. It will be yours, and it will be strong enough to carry you both, not just to a destination, but through a lifetime of journeys. Final visual text on screen. Choose the partner. Build the boat. Enjoy the journey. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow. Watch more such videos.